3, 2. Hola, hello, and welcome to the Midnight Shift podcast. Well, here we talk about random things and fandom things. Welcome back to the Midnight Shift. Thank you for tuning in again. Today we're going to try something new. We're going to call it Open Mic. Thank you, Apex, for starting us off correctly.
Thank you.
With an open, what you got in your hand?
I was like, Cayman Jack.
Cayman Jack sponsor, por favor. We like your margaritas. We like you. I'm a Latino, so I approve. Stamp.
Yo, not for free. Bro.
Not for free, of course. Please send us what is it, 6 of us? 12-pack?
12
there
pack.
you go. Hey, yo, I'll do. Yeah, send us a 12-pack. I'm ready.
So with an open mic, we're just going to talk about anything that catches our attention within this week. Could be news, could be trailers, new things about movies. We do have a special guest today. His name is...
Space.
He's back! Oh my god, Space is back! Welcome to Space, outer space. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Space.
Hi, my name is Space. I am,
It's not an AA meeting. You could just talk to us normally.
oh my god, there's so much pressure off me. Hi, my name is Space. I am, 3'1".
Yeah, he's on my lap right
skin
now.
color is bright orange and my hair is green.
Oompa Loompa. Oh. Yeah, we found him in the factory. Well, today, I know we have one bit of news before we get, I guess pretty much into anything that catches our attention. What you got for me, DJ Tetris? He looks pretty excited about something that's a great news for everyone. What you got?
I am so excited because this is the best game ever. Nope.
I don't know what that was.
I will fight. I will put hands. Don't even test me.
Whoa.
GTA is one of the greatest games made of all time.
Another restraining order.
And I will throw hands for GTA.
It's a great game. It's a great game. First of all,
we're talking about
burying the lead. GTA6 dropped a trailer.
Oh, it was great. I cried. I shed a tear.
He's kind of crying right now.
First of
you
all,
guys can't see, but I can see.
We're talking about a decade in the making. Do you know how many records GTA 5 broke?
Or Cinco for those in South America.
Broke so many records. Let me explain. I am one of the biggest GTA fans of all time. When GTA 5 came out, or before it technically came out, I got to beta test it.
Did you really?
I did. One of my friends got a code somehow, and he's like, "Hey, I'll let you play if you shut the fuck up." And I was like,
"You're like, I cannot."
I bet. So I went around school the whole time just screaming, I got to play GTA 5.
Whoa. You're the coolest kid in class.
I was the coolest kid in class.
Oh, okay.
But when it was time to pre-order, I bought the most expensive version of GTA 5 out there, which was like $100 to $150 worth of video game. When it comes down to this game, I've been playing this game like all my life. I love this game. I live this game.
I am this game.
I am this game. So I will fight for this game. Now, I'm going to say it like this. I'll always have my suspicions and always be skeptical about the certain art of making things look good than via trailer and a cinematic trailer and everything. Mm-hmm. All right, because they always make it look more beautiful. Mm-hmm. And then when you play the game, it's going to look like hot garbage. Okay. But I'm wondering, anything that was recorded for that trailer, was that actually game trailer, or was that actually just cinematic shots of the game?
So, all I can say about that specific trailer is it's definitely in-engine. Whether that's gameplay is different. But is it in-engine? Yes. You're talking about a studio. I don't know if you've played Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yes,
Ooh.
I have.
Also by Rockstar.
Yep. Great game.
They are, when it comes to quality of gameplay, of visuals, of fidelity, they go over the top, right? They're insane when it comes to what they want their players or fan base to see.
Yes.
It's weird. It's always been weird, but I'm going to say it. In Red Dead Redemption 2, they went so far as to generate the testicles of horses and
Jesus
genitals of
Christ.
horses.
Yes.
They did.
Yes.
It sounds fucked up, but they literally did.
I appreciate the craft.
That's how detailed and over the top they go.
And you said that was for 5 or for 6?
That was for Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna say this. I am so happy they're keeping the alligators.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, that was the greatest thing to do in Red Dead 2.
Yeah, that says somebody from Louisiana. Respect the gators.
Respect your gators.
Mm-hmm.
But to hogtie somebody, to bring them out to the swamp,
KIKE.
I approve.
and to throw them to the gators.
I'm just saying, you ever
Yes.
drove on airline and dashed your hand? Nobody respects gators around here.
That sounds like a Tuesday night for Apex.
All I'm saying is I'm expecting extreme detail in the animals, physics over the top, graphics over the top. I mean, this is Rockstar. They've been doing this they've been working on this game for, I suspect, at least since GTA 5 came out.
So what I've
excited.
heard was they started writing the game when I think it was 2 or 3 years in the making of 5.
Oh yeah.
And they started the writing. And then they started looking at cast a lot longer because they wanted to collect the cash cow that they made with the microtransactions. Because that's the one thing Rockstar is amazing at doing is their microtransactions. They rode that cash cow all the way home. And now that they're starting to finally see it starting to die, they're like, okay, let's pump a new one out. Let's get 6 out there because 2 is not doing it.
But Rockstar and Take-Two are so smart that I don't know if anybody follows GTA 5 or the online scene or the special servers that people make to do role plays and things like that. Rockstar bought the company that makes 5M.
Yep.
So 5M is the company that helps people create their own GTA 5 servers. So if you've ever been on like Twitch or YouTube and you see these streamers who are playing in custom servers where they're role playing, where they're doing, police role play or whatever they're doing, all of that is done in 5M, which is a system set up to run your own online server. And Rockstar noticed how popular this is, and they're like, hey, we're going to buy you, and this is already going to be implemented into the future of GTA. And GTA Online is supposed to be this evolving thing, so I'm really curious what's going to happen once GTA 6 comes out to GTA Online, which was always supposed to be this thing that was malleable and changeable. So that'll be interesting to see what happens with that. I'm beyond excited.
So, coming from a big GTA fan,
Yes.
what's the biggest thing you want to do? Like, what do you want them to bring?
I'm 99.9% sure that everything that I want is going to be in it. Because everything that I do in GTA to begin with is kind of a staple of the franchise. And all I want is for them to take what was in GTA 5 and the other GTA games as well as Red Dead Redemption and just kind of turn that up.
So like, for me, I know, like, I watch a lot of the guys, like Bay Area Bugs, Jeff Favignano, all of them, right? The really big, well-known GTA community when it comes down to the police interaction stuff. I want more police stuff in GTA 5. I mean, in GTA 6. I want the being able to be a cop and have that interaction as what they're doing in the base game.
See, but that's the thing that I don't... I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they put some sort of implementation of that in the game, but because of... We know that this... I mean, it's been leaked a long time ago that this was going to be some sort of Bonnie and Clyde style story.
Yeah.
And I just don't see it being in the base game. Unless there's other characters you can play as that you don't know about yet.
So, I don't even care if it's, like, not even base storyline. that's fine. If it's not in storyline, I'm not upset about it. I'll be perfectly fine. If it's online though, that'd be a whole different ball game.
Which
Yeah,
I've heard
online
online play is like way better. Like, not that it's way better, but people really focus and are excited about more online play than the actual story.
But I'm a big story guy. I love Rockstar stories. They're great stories. I don't think there's anything. I don't think there's another company that can do a story like Rockstar, other than like probably like Fallout or the bigger companies like that.
Yeah.
The people who done Fallout,
you
and
guys played-
Starfield and stuff.
You guys played for the story, or you guys played for the online play? Because all my friends that I know that play GTA, most of them just play. They just play online, like the little mini games and like the
Yeah, I don't know anybody actually
the
plays
kind of
story.
like game scenarios that people have created in GTA.
Yeah.
They play more of that than the actual game. I mean, is that true? I mean, what do you guys play?
I mean, it's true, but that's because the base game came out in like 2013 or something. Like, it's been a very long time, so everybody has beaten the base game like a million times. Like,
Is
so
it quick? Like, is it a short thing, like a 2 hour?
no, the main
It's-
story is pretty long.
It's a long story,
Um,
but you can get it done if you're determined. You can probably get it done within a day.
Well, here's a question for you, KIKE. Have you ever played GTA 5?
I haven't really. I'm gonna be honest with you. I played a little bit of Grand Theft Auto, but really just kind of messing around. You know, stealing cars, just getting the cops to chase me.
He said if there's no cheat codes, he don't want it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I did look.
What
at
you
some
make it
cheat-
over there?
I just made. I did do some cheat codes.
What you make it
For
over
sure,
there?
100%. I use a cheat code.
Little G Full sponsor.
G Fuel sponsor. You know, we want to use G Fuel when we're playing this GTA Fuel. You guys need to make a collab. But no, I haven't played it like that. I played it pretty much just open world thing. I never really played the story. It's been a while since I played it. I know there's a lot of hype around it, so it kind of makes me want to, maybe I should take a look at this. I watched the trailer. It looks pretty good. The graphics look pretty good. It is, looks like it's focused on Vice, a little bit of the older kind of open world. I am from Miami.
So what
I,
I've seen,
I
it's gonna be
see, I
Vice.
do see the
But
Miami implements. What did you say to me, DJ? Tiffany?
you heard me. I was saying they're focusing on Vice, which is Miami. But if you did notice, Lower Keys is also going to be in part of it as well.
Ooh, what is that?
Like, you know, Key West and all them.
I mean, yeah, because I'm from Miami, so I
yeah,
know.
you should know.
You're saying it wrong, bro. It's
Yeah.
Miami.
Miami.
Yeah, built on
That-
cocaina.
Oh my god.
No, but it looks really good. I definitely want to take a look at it. I mean, everybody and their grandma gonna be playing that game.
Your grandma playing?
Yes.
Yo,
She
give
has
me
a
her gamer
PS5
tag.
because Xbox ain't it.
Oh.
Guy. I know the only one in this group that plays Xbox is DJ Tetris.
Yo, by the way,
Sorry,
if
I had a
y'all
little phlegm in my throat.
if y'all want to add me on Xbox
Don't.
because PlayStation's hot garbage,
Wow.
you're gonna add
Apex
me.
is having
It's
a
at-
seizure.
It's DJ Tetris
Where's
space
the EpiPen?
T3TRIS.
Make sure
That's
you
how you
block
add
that gamer tag because nobody has Xbox. Nobody's gonna add you.
But if you got PS5,
Ooh, you're a
Apex
man of
with
class. You're a man or slash woman
add up
of
that PSN,
class.
Apex with 2 X's, Aries.
You heard it here first.
What?
But
What's happening? Anyway,
I don't know.
I haven't played a GTA since, I want to say genuinely, I haven't played GTA since San Andreas.
I was going to say since birth.
No, I played San Andreas. I had an Xbox at one point.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Listen, stop the hate. Stop the hate. This is all love. This is a love.
The only reason why you have an Xbox is Halo or Gears of War.
I had both. But no, I never got into it, mostly because I don't care about GTA. Nothing about it entices me, and I don't care about online play.
We're just going to cut that from the podcast because that's going to be a lot of cancel culture.
Cancel culture.
Anyway, like I was saying, GTA is the worst game I've ever played.
Oh my god.
People should not play GTA.
Our podcast building is burning.
It's on fire.
It's on fire. Apex, what you
They're
got?
outside rioting right now.
I will say, I did play my fair share of Grand Theft Auto. Mine being my favorite personally was Grand Theft Auto 3. But besides that, I was also a bigger Saints Row fan than I was GTA.
Okay, which Saints Row?
Yes.
Saints Row 2 to be specific.
Okay, you're good.
Okay.
Whoa. Saints Row 1 was really
It
good.
was okay.
Saints Row in general is hated by a lot of people.
I love the Saints Row series.
Yeah.
I also just like...
Except the newest one that just came out.
My favorite color is, in fact, just the color purple. So, like, Saints Row had my attention from the
Also
get-go.
a great movie with Oprah Winfrey.
See, once Saints Row 3 came out,
And
they
musical.
started adding
And
all
yeah.
the like alien factor and like get out of hell.
No.
Like it was too much.
It was
Like,
too
hell?
much, but I still loved it.
So you never
It was
played
great.
Plants
It was
vs.
great.
Aliens.
I've never played Plants vs.
Oh,
because
I thought it was
hit
Plants vs.
because I
Zombies.
hit puberty, so I'm not gonna play that.
Are those Plants vs. Zombies?
Yes.
Yes, he played Plants vs. Aliens, which is what they play in
Oh, it's
South America. I don't
in
know.
space. Because
In
space.
space?
Yeah, 'cause
Oh, okay,
Space is-
yeah, that's right.
That's a Mars game.
He's from Mars. First, he was born in 1903,
Yep. Summer
and
of
now he's in
09.
Mars.
What else we got? We got any other news? Because I definitely got some news, but I want to stop anybody. It looks like Tightly Faded sitting comfortably with some new news. What you got for me?
Man, as far as like GTA goes, I am not the most reliable person on the GTA trend. I have played, I could say on and off for a long time. I've played, I still play GTA 5, but I only play it online. Like you said, I don't follow
Yeah,
the
it's pretty
story.
much, I feel like online is where
Like,
it's at.
that's where it's at. And it's been like that for quite some time. Like, I have not continued to play, consecutively. I don't do it night to night. But looking at the trailer that we watched earlier, I think the graphics have definitely stepped way up. I hope the graphics for the online play is just as good as the story mode play. Like what Antonio was saying, if we're doing anything, or if the game companies are doing anything as far as how much detail they're putting into it, I'm interested to see how it goes. I remember, doing like little small campaigns online or whatever with it, and tacking away for a couple of hours. So it'd be pretty interesting to see what they could do with the sixth one.
I mean, the trailer looks like they definitely amped it up on the graphics. They got a little bit of money in the bag. They definitely wanted to focus a bit on it, and the hype is there. I mean, shit, when the Twitter dropped that they were going to drop a trailer, the internet broke. People,
For sure.
People went crazy that the fact that they were going to drop a trailer. What you got for me, Apex?
I was gonna say GTA has been such an iconic series for multiple gaming franchises. As soon as GTA released the artwork for GTA6, a lot of other gaming companies also released a trailer for whatever upcoming activities they have with the same logo, like the same concept. Call of Duty did it. Fortnite did it. Any big company really like went as it was like an homage, or how's that work?
Homage.
Homage. It
For
was a
those who are
homage.
from Latin culture.
Excuse my language. It was a homage to GTA, which I thought was pretty iconic in itself because that's looking out for what is also a great franchise.
Yeah, that's true. Like, I don't know, listeners out there, they play Fortnite. I know I play it once in a while. Tightly Faded is a dog at it. Unstoppable. Nobody can beat him, but I know the new season has kind of a GTA kind of vibe to it.
I would love for Fortnite to sponsor.
If
That's
Fortnite can
first of all-
sponsor, yeah, I'll
First
take
of
this.
all, it being Epic Games sponsor.
Yeah,
Okay,
for real.
Epic Game.
Let's get this straight.
Sorry, Apex Games, who doesn't play Apex,
I-
is
Level 243
on
hit me up.
Fortnite.
on Apex.
Not Legends, but
Wait, Apex, you playing yourself over there?
I do
Yeah,
be playing
he plays
myself.
with himself.
Oh, I thought he was
plays
playing
with himself. Yeah. But stepping away from games, we do have a lot of movie news coming out. Definitely want to kind of talk about a little bit about Marvel news. I do have a bit of news. I don't know if anybody else does. Antonio, he's winking at me, and I'm a little scared, but I'm gonna take it. What about you? Tightly Faded.
As far as movies go,
Yeah.
well, I mean, dude, they got a bunch of movies coming out. A bunch
I know,
of
but do you have any news? Any news? I have a lot, and I don't want to spread
Well,
the
don't
news.
let me stop you. Get to it.
get to
It's hard to let it out, guys.
Come on.
Any spoilers? I'm gonna let y'all know now.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert! If y'all gotta leave, step out of the room.
Alright, let me leave real quick.
Here he goes. You hear the footsteps. He's gone. Now that he's gone, Fantastic Four. We have the actors chosen. Apex is making a face, and I don't appreciate it.
It
But
looks like he's constipated.
Mr. Fantastic
I know
has
what
been
this is.
chosen actor-wise.
Yep.
We're looking at our fellow Latino Pedro Pascal, Mr. Fantastic, confirmed.
I will say,
I'm okay with that.
Pedro Pascal, you also know him as the Mandalorian. Bless your soul,
Sorry.
DJ
Sorry.
Tetris.
I can't believe I sneezed on my boy Pedro.
Yeah, I'm a little hurt, but Apex got something to say.
I will say to the upside for what Fantastic Four is, that would be the one thing because I'm kind of skeptical from the last installment they had in that series.
Ooh,
it that was something. That was
dog shit left on the porch on
That
fire.
was something my eyes
Tetris said
regret
it good.
looking at. Michael B. Jordan, appreciate you. Don't like you as Human Torch, but I appreciate you as Killmonger.
Personally, my hype about movies right now is going with the installment of Blade because they just introduced that Ghost Rider was going to be in this series.
Ooh.
Not only is it Ghost Rider, but Norman Reedus. Is it Norman Reedus, the man who was in Walking Dead?
I don't know
Yes.
if I
Is that Daryl from The Walking Dead?
Daryl
Okay,
is
yeah.
going to be casted as Ghost Rider.
Is it
in
confirmed?
Blade. It is confirmed.
Ooh!
See, because I thought I heard.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, 'cause I heard a
some
rumor,
stuff
but I didn't know
about
if it was
Nicolas
true.
Cage was supposed to be making cameos in it.
I don't think that...
It would make sense.
But it would make sense because there are Ghost Riders who pass the baton.
Yeah.
So if Nicolas Cage does pass the curse to the... What's the name again?
Norman Reedus.
You also got to remember, in the Nicolas Cage, he did meet the other Ghost Rider.
Yeah, he made.
He made Sam Elliott.
This
Yeah.
is true, yeah.
What was
So-
his name in the movie? Carter
So
Slade.
the
Something
character
like
who
that,
plays
yeah.
Daryl in The Walking Dead, what's the name again? I'm sorry. What's his name?
Norman Reedus.
Norman Reedus. He could be this Sam Elliott.
Ooh.
I honestly would have been interested to see the Robbie Reyes, which is a California-born Latino Ghost Rider who, instead of having a bike, has an old '69 Mustang, and
That's cool.
his Ghost Rider form is metal. It's a metal skull. I would have liked to see that, just to see a little bit of diversity when it comes to the Marvel Universe, when it comes to our Ghost Rider. But I'm not mad at it because Norman Reedus is a great actor. I can see him as Ghost Rider, so I'm not mad at it. And I still am kind of on the fence of who would be a good Robbie Reyes. But no, Norman Reedus, I'm with.
You know, it'd be great if what they did was if they brought for some big battle, right? Like at the end.
Another
They-
Endgame kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of like an end game kind of thing. They brought Sam Elliott.
Well, they said that he couldn't transform anymore. At the end of the first one, he's like, I only had one last rod, and I was saving it for this.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
he
Nicolas
says that.
Cage?
Damn. Okay.
In the first Nicolas
Well,
Cage one.
Technically, Ghost Rider, Blade, there's a couple other members. I don't want to say Punisher. They're a part of the Dark Avengers. We have the Avengers, Dark Avengers, Young Avengers, which that's also another news we could talk about. They're their own separate thing. Which I want to say the Black Knight, which was a part of the Eternals. If you watch the post-credit of Eternals, the character that Jon Snow plays, which is not his real name, but he plays that in
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Oh,
I, don't know
something
I
like-
can't remember the. I think it's Kirk something.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's his real name, but he plays the Black Knight, which is actually a very important character when it comes to
Which
the
we
Marvel
haven't
Universe.
heard anything else about lately.
No, but if you watch the post credit of Eternals, Blade actually confronts the Black Knight.
He does.
Yes, so that they're a part of the Dark Avengers, which the Punisher, Ghost Rider, technically Doctor Strange is in it too,
I didn't
because
know.
they handle more of the dark, spiritual, dynamic type of things. Where our Avengers we know as Captain America, Iron Man, they handle more of the day-to-day, kind of more intergalactic, kind of more Earth-based
Now,
characters.
not to cut you off, Kike, but I just have a
But
question.
you did. What you got?
So-
What you got for me, Tyler? Faded?
So with that, do we know if the character of Constantine has
Oh my
added to the Marvel universe? Because there's so many animated movies where they've added Constantine into it, and he is, also part of that darker, overall concept.
I would say it's technically not the Dark Avengers. The one you're looking for with the cast they're developing is the Midnight Suns.
Apex is a man of knowledge, class, and elegance. Because he is right.
The man.
The Dark
myth-
Avengers is that group that I'm talking about when it comes to Doctor Strange, Punisher, Ghost Rider, Blade. Technically, Constantine is DC. He's not Marvel. The Constantine movie that I support, love, and will watch again and again is the one that Keanu Reeves is a part of.
Yeah,
I know there is
supposed to make a second one of that.
Technically, there is a Constantine, blonde-haired UK gentleman. He is shown in the Legends of Tomorrow CW show.
Yep.
Yeah, he is seen in a collab with Green Arrow and a couple other characters when it comes to Legends of Tomorrow. But the Constantine that I love, enjoy, and would watch again is our man Keanu Reeves, and it is, thank God, confirmed that he is coming back for a second one.
It is confirmed.
Yes.
I heard a little something.
If you have not seen the Constantine with Keanu Reeves, listeners, please, we'll post a photo. Take your time, watch this movie. This is a great film. And now the fact that they're doing a second one, I definitely recommend it. I pray and hope that they add it to this new DC universe. I wish he was a part of Marvel, but he's not. It looks like space has something to say when it comes to this Constantine. What you got for me, bro?
Oh, I have nothing for Constantine.
He has nothing
I will
at
say,
all.
I know that they're doing a push, both Marvel and DC, because randomly you will get on X, formerly known as Twitter, you will essentially get random jumps of things that start showing more of certain characters. It's the same way that if you want to know how if you watch like Big Brother, it's how you find out who's gonna win is they start showing more of that person randomly. So like Constantine, beginning of this year, just started showing up way too many stories. And I love comics, and I'm gonna tell you right now, not once in my life have I ever been like, oh man, you know what I need to read right now? Constantine. Because I really want to see how he deals with Martian Manhunter today.
I will say Constantine is a very intriguing character in the DC world. And if you're more of an animated type of person, more into that kind of spectrum, definitely check out DC's Justice League's Dark.
Yeah.
And Justice League Dark Apocalypse. Both are fantastic films, with one of the main stars being Constantine himself. No spoilers, but I will say it is a wild ride in the dark side of what is justice.
You see, I knew that they had Constantine as part of the DC universe, as KIKE said earlier. You know, they brought him in with like the DC television shows like The Flash and The Arrow and things like that, and they did a couple of crossovers. They even tied in the character Lucifer in one of the crossovers because he was Lucifer Morningstar, which Morningstar is a DC character.
Yes.
So I did know that, but I did not know that they were not part of Marvel, that he was not part of Marvel.
Are we talking about the Lucifer Morningstar from
The television show.
Yes.
the Netflix one?
I think it was Netflix, yeah.
Oh God, I didn't know he was DC.
Well, he wasn't initially, but they did bridge him to be DC.
Oh my God,
There's an episode
I love it.
Well, there's an episode where they have to go to purgatory, and they have to find Oliver's soul, and it's in hell. And of course,
Yeah.
Lucifer's the only one that knows how to get in and out of hell without dying.
Yeah.
So Constantine's like, you owe me a favor, and talks to Lucifer, Morningstar,
Yeah.
and gets the backdoor entrance to purgatory so that they can find the essence and spirit of Oliver.
I feel like this is spoilers if you didn't watch the...
Oh, that was totally a spoiler. I'm
100%
sorry, guys.
spoiler.
You said the whole...
100%.
That was the whole episode.
Like, that was definitely... I'm sorry, guys.
100% a spoiler. But you've seen Lucifer, right?
Some
It
episodes.
was a fantastic show.
Well, on the same side of, like, let's just keep with the devil theme right now. On Marvel, I know that something is about to happen with the X-Men comics because recently I started seeing more things about Mystique, Nightcrawler, and I forgot his name in this moment.
What does it look like? I'll tell you.
It's Satan.
Then I don't know.
Somewhat father of Nightcrawler, depending on which version you read.
Father.
He was in X-Men.
Azazel. The red one.
Yes.
Yeah. Azazel. The one that was with Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
cousin.
My cousin. But yes, so they just started randomly starting to print out more things about going deeper into that family dynamic, which means that within the next 5 years they're going to do something new with X-Men. I don't know what Sony is doing. I know Sony still owns some of the names from X-Men.
Well, I know for a while they were talking about bridging X-Men after the movie The Eternals, because when The Eternals came out, personally, I was not a fan. I felt
wasn't great.
Well, I after watching it, like as somebody that wasn't really in the know of the characters prior to the movie, I watched the movie at face value and was lost the first 45 minutes of it.
So I've never seen Eternals yet.
Thank God. Don't waste your time.
Okay.
Anyway,
No,
needless to-
watch Eternals.
It was the
Watch-
first Marvel movie
Wait.
that had an open sex scene. Not open, but I mean it happened.
well, from what I
My-
can understand, like characters that were supposed to be brother and sister were like in relationships, or maybe it was the vice versa. They were like a relationship and they made them brother and sister in this movie. Like, so that was weird.
It's kind of very Marvel to kind of change the story in the background, because the cinematic universe as well as the comic book universe are in fact inherently just different.
Yeah,
They change a lot of the way that people are created or how they get their things just because it fits the narrative. The Infinity Stones didn't have a reason to be Infinity Stones. They made that shit up within a day. Like the background of like why all the Infinity Stones
and
have
then
the power
killed
they
it
do.
in Loki, the television show.
Yeah, and then murdered it
Like
as
a
soon as they
paperweight.
could.
Exactly.
So
So
made something that was super relevant completely irrelevant in the next iteration, which they're going to have to scrap if they continue doing what they're on the verge of doing anyway, which is scrapping the entire idea for this section of the Marvel Cinematic Universe because of one guy.
Well, you see, like back to what I was saying about
Morbius?
the whole what?
Morbius.
Not Morbius.
Ew.
Um,
Gross. Morbius movie was terrible. Loki show recommended. Great show. Season 2 is magnificent.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored, but goddamn.
But I will say, but back to what I was saying earlier about the Eternals
Sorry, Tyler
concept.
Faded.
What? No. So right now we have a celestial like frozen in the middle of like what is that? The Atlantic.
Where?
If you watch
Wait,
the
which
end-
one?
at the end of Eternals, there was Celestial that was being born or whatever, and coming from the core of the earth and is now frozen.
Oh,
or
yeah,
dead,
yeah, yeah,
And he's
yeah.
just in the middle of the ocean, just rotting away. And apparently, from what I read, that it was supposed to be that as the celestial decays, if I'm not mistaken, it's his blood that infuses in the water.
Mhm.
Therefore, that's supposed to unlock the mutant abilities in the humans that we had
Yeah.
to make X-Men.
He's right. Because it's
Like
supposed
that's
to-
how they were going to tie it in. Was they were like, we need a way to awaken this mutant gene. How do we do that? Well, the Celestial's blood only activates this certain population of people.
You tell him how they faded.
If I'm not mistaken, that's
No,
that's the last
he's
thing I
right.
heard.
Because I know in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., there was a moment in, I can't tell you what season, but there was something in the water, because humans are made up of regular humans, or some of them are made up of half alien species that have a dormant gene, which is a mutant gene. When activated with contact with this type of mineral that can be found in water, it activates that mutation, which puts them in the cocoon state and then gives them the mutant abilities.
Because it's a very groovy mutation.
Exactly. It is groovy as hell.
So-
There's a couple mutants on there. They don't call them mutants, but they're enhanced that have abilities.
Yeah.
So and the way they did in the show was that mineral was in the water, just regular ocean. Obviously, we filter ocean water. We make it like, I don't know, Dasani water, smart water, whatever. But that's
We
something.
purify.
But that's something that the filtration system of these water companies don't know to block out. So it stays within it. So when
Gotcha.
people drink this regular water, it activates that mutation. So similar to that, I can see, like you said, a celestial being in the ocean, that blood, that waste, that body, like his body's pretty much wasted away in the ocean.
Which we also, spoiler alert if y'all haven't caught this, nobody's ever mentioned again since the first Eternals. Nobody has
Wanting to
mentioned
say.
Yeah, Apex wanted to say something. What you
Sorry, I didn't know that that's what you were.
No,
leading
you're
on
good. The whole fact that as much as Eternals are great, there's just this big old plot device that has never been used since Eternals,
Yep.
and it's that giant celestial body in the middle of the ocean that no one has ever said anything about or has ever been mentioned ever again.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like they didn't even like see it on like the news. They don't post anything about it. Like as far as like the MCU goes, that never happened.
Well, I think they're kind of holding on to it. That seems very Marvel to hold on to a giant plot device just to be like, here's this new thing that we had set up 4 years ago.
We did it a long time ago. Y'all just forgot about it.
I mean, remember, they bullshitted Hulk randomly in like the Endgame or maybe the one after. No, Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yep.
They was just like, hey, here's this thing from like the second Hulk movie
Yeah.
that we're just gonna pull out now because we've been thinking it all along.
Surprise!
Y'all are the dumb ones.
Kaboom! Mic drop.
We totally didn't forget it ourselves and decided to throw it back in there.
Yeah, pretty much use it when it's necessary, because that's true that Apex and Space are right. It is a pretty catastrophic advance to have a celestial sticking out of the water, head, hand, and arm, and who knows what else sticking out of the water. But that's a big thing. So you would think, because in the celestial movie, you do see it in the news, but
You
you
talking
never
about in that Eternals movie?
yeah, in the Eternals movie, you don't really see it in the news of any other film.
No, not at all.
Which, even though that would be a pretty big thing,
Yeah.
having a celestial intergalactic being come.
If I'm not mistaken, like the whole hand is hanging out
Yeah,
of the
the
water.
hand and the head, like it's strange, but I
It
don't
looks
know.
like the Terminator at the end of the movie. We're sticking his thumb out. This dude's got his hand hanging out of the ocean. Nobody says anything.
I mean, remember Galactus was important?
And then it wasn't.
Galactus was an important figure, and then, I don't know,
Disappeared.
Doctor Strange?
Yep.
It is funny that he mentions Galactus, because we do have, like I mentioned before, a bit of Fantastic Four news.
I was about to say full circle, Fantastic Four.
Exactly. So we do have.
Namaste.
Namaste. My boy Pedro Pascal is Mr. Fantastic. We do have. I cannot remember her name, and I apologize for that. We will post her face on the video. She was in Mission Impossible. Great actress. She will play Mr. Fantastic. If you guys watch, if any of you guys
Wait,
watch,
you said she's gonna play?
Mr. Fantastic.
Mrs.
No, I'm sorry.
Fantastic.
What the
Miss
hell?
Fantastic?
Invisible Woman.
Invisible.
Oh, yeah.
Invisible.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
I'm about to say, hold on.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's a
there's
whole other
Mrs.
thing.
Fantastic?
I'm
No.
going to be playing the Thing.
I mean, they're getting married. Space will be playing the Thing, and
Space is playing
Human
the Thing.
Torch, one of my favorites, will be played by the character who played Eddie in Stranger Things.
Nice. Okay, time out. I gotta go off the
I
rails.
cannot stand Tightly Faded, but show me the fade.
Who is your favorite Human Torch?
Favorite Human Torch? I want to say Chris Evans, our now Captain America, did a great job as as a Human Torch.
Golf clap.
It's-
Golf clap.
It is the only. I mean, to me, it's the only interpretation we had besides Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan, great actor, not a great Human Torch, but it wasn't his fault. It was the material that was given to him.
Yeah.
I want to say he was a better Killmonger. Apex, please stop.
I do have to say I did love him. as
Apex, what do you got for
that's
me?
America's
Apex?
ass.
I was just gonna say just not a great Johnny Storm.
Yeah.
Like he didn't play the great actor, but for the character that he needed to be with the dialogue and everything they gave him, it just didn't add up. Like it just wasn't right.
That whole movie didn't add up. To be
I
honest.
think that a huge problem when it comes down to just for some things is, especially for some films, is that you have a character that is inherently based off prior knowledge and prior writing, a charismatic, over the top character, and then you have someone who can't bring that to life. When it comes down to characters like that, like when it comes to my brain, I think of like Willy Wonka, where you have the original Willy Wonka of forgot his name in this moment.
Wait, what's
original? Very
Oh,
You talking
OG
about
Willy
the one
Wonka.
with what's his name? Oh Jesus!
See,
It's gonna
yeah,
come-
see.
Oh Jesus! It's gonna come
from Blazing Saddles.
Yes. What is his name? Give me a second.
Not Timothy.
Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder. Yes. Because I
Uh,
kept thinking Young Frankenstein. I'm like, that's not his name.
Yeah,
Bless you.
bless
So
you.
that's you, sir.
Well, he did play Young Frankenstein.
He did play young.
Yeah, that's what that's where
But
I
you
was.
have like your
going.
original Gene Wilder, which is a overly charismatic person, has always been that kind of character, and he was so upset when Johnny Depp did it,
Yeah, he was really upset about that.
and like even though like to us, like Johnny Depp did a good job because he's also a charismatic character. That's every character that he plays is kind of based off charisma, and now they're doing it again with Timothy Chalamet, which I mean no hate to Timothy Chalamet, but he is the driest person I've ever seen acting. And you're giving him one of the most charismatic characters in film history. If you have seen the trailer at all, they are trying to make...
Yeah, I've seen one.
They're trying to make the Oompa Loompas funnier. Like, that's...
Yeah.
To save Timothy Chalamet, and it is terrible. It is awful.
Gotcha.
It is played by, what is his name from Love Actually?
Oh,
Damn.
Fuck. Why you
What is
said
his
that?
name?
Because now I can't think of his name either.
But the character, the actor they had showed in the trailer for the Oompa Loompa, he's up there when it comes to acting chops. He's definitely somebody who is definitely worth watching. You're right, Space. When it comes to, I mean, I love Timothy Chalamet. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I definitely
Dune's
love it.
good.
Yeah, I mean, I am not familiar with the older film Dune, but I think he played it right in the movies. The movies I've seen him in, then pretty good. Like his performance as well.
Yeah,
When it comes to Wonka, I can see I see what you mean. Like there's not a lot of range when it comes to his emotional performance. Like he has the same face, same emotion for pretty much most of the trailer. When it comes to the film, maybe it changes, but maybe it doesn't.
Potentially, but he's been the same type of actor since his beginning, and I think that's kind of my problem. It's kind of like giving Kristen Stewart, who I believe is a fantastic actress, but giving her.
Let me stop you right there.
Hold on, let me finish my
Twilight.
sentence.
Constipated consistently.
What was it? Not Ocean's 12. What was
Yeah.
it? All whatever.
Ocean's nothing.
And then you also have Speak, which is a fantastic movie if you haven't seen it.
Is that an independent film? Because I didn't see it.
No,
It's an
I mean, it might be an indie film, but it's based off of a book. It's really good. But,
What are you doing to Grogu over there,
I'm
sir?
not doing anything. I'm just listening to
nothing's
this
happening.
thing.
Nothing's happening. But it's like you give a character that is known as somebody who is like extravagant, over the top, like someone who can bring out happiness or some form of positive emotion, and then you give me Timothy Chalamet, who acts the equivalent of a potato in a basket on a counter. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Like I want to see Timothy Chalamet's like acting chops because I haven't seen it. I mean, I even watched Saturday Night Live when he was a host. Didn't see it. Like he has little couple of jokes. Like I feel like he can do comedic more in other parts. But, I mean, we're gonna see what he can do. Wonka's one example of a lot of the things coming up. I feel like I don't know. I think in another podcast we mentioned Blade coming up, played by Mahershala something.
I'm not even going to help you pronounce his name.
And I'm not gonna try to pronounce because I don't want to cancel. But I think he's a great candidate for Blade. We have Deadpool 3 that has a lot of traction in it. I actually saw a photo of a spoiler. I don't know if you guys want to hear it, but I seen it and I like it.
I would say let's hold on and do a whole Deadpool podcast.
I want to stop you right there, Totally Faded, but I want to actually continue what you're saying. He's right. I want to say the spoiler, but damn it, I don't want to spoil it for anybody. Like I know people in this group are excited to see Deadpool 3. I love Ryan Reynolds. I feel like was born to play the part.
For sure.
Similar to I feel like Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, and Chris Evans maybe as Captain America. I want to say are born to play that part.
Gene Wilder as Willy Wonka.
I'm gonna stop you right there. No. Actually, no. He's right. Gene Wilder was a great Willy Wonka. I actually prefer to see him than seeing
Anybody else?
anyone else. Timmy, I love you. Stick to doing other things. But we only have one Willy Wonka in my heart. Like we can watch a Willy Wonka movie, but at the end of the day, when you go to sleep, you know who the Willy Wonka in your mind's gonna be.
It's always gonna be Gene.
He's gonna be Genie.
And that
Genie
Gene
and the Lamb.
and that little breakdown role he did in the very beginning of the movie.
Exactly.
His
If
little
you guys-
barrel roll.
You guys pay attention to that Willy Wonka movie?
Those Oompa Loompas were dancing and singing to kids dying.
Yeah.
They could have.
That's the
They-
best thing.
They never died. They showed them all with their parents at the end.
Yeah. In the new film, the old
Quote
film,
unquote.
they're dead.
I will say this though, like just like to add to that, did y'all know the chick that played Violet after they painted her skin, like with that violet color, it stained her skin and she was that colorful.
Yeah.
That
Only
is
2
public
weeks.
record. Like 2
If
weeks,
she was that for a
stayed
couple
that color.
months, I would be very happy. Only 2 weeks. That's enough.
I could live being
Well, you gotta
married
think
for
that's
2
2
weeks.
weeks post production.
Myself have had a henna tattoo for 2 weeks, and I had to wear it proudly.
Where
But,
was it?
I don't want to tell you where.
It was on his
You don't want
forehead.
to know where?
Gotcha.
It was on
Understood.
cheeks that weren't my face. But I gotta stop doing those tattoos on my cheeks.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the American tramp stamp.
He said he was getting down
That
with
is
the sickness.
something only you have, Apex. Stop spreading that to other people. But I mean, does anybody else have any like news that stood out to them? I do have some Deadpool news. I don't want to spoil it for anybody. I'm gonna keep it to myself. Besides Pedro Pascal being Mr. Fantastic, that is a big thing
No, it's a huge
because he is a part of the Illuminati and he's a character that's gonna stick around a lot. We do have Johnny Storm played by Eddie from Stranger Things. I can't remember his name.
I don't remember his name.
And then
Are you
We
talking
should look that
about-
up.
For Deadpool
Or
3,
put a
are you
picture-
oh,
talking-
actually, I'm sorry.
You
The
should.
blonde-haired lady who plays Jason Statham's sister in Hobbs and Shaw, she is Invisible Woman.
Oh.
So I guess she's gonna be married to Pedro Pascal because
that man
Sim-
deserves it.
he does.
He deserves it.
Oh, you know what's crazy? He Eddie Munson. Well, no, that's his name, and
No.
Jason Quinn is the name of the actor who's going to play Johnny Storm. That's a big thing for me because Johnny Storm was actually one of the first Marvel heroes that I actually was my favorite. I'm a big fire guy, a guy who could literally catch on fire and fly and do his abilities. And that's pretty cool. What else we got? I know their villain is supposed to be a Silver Surfer, but
Nice.
actually played by a woman.
So
We're
it's
actually going to
female
have
Silver
a
Surfer.
female Silver Surfer who's going to be the villain. I know eventually we will be introduced to Galactus, but they said it's going to be a kind of Thanos slowly build up thing because Galactus is a pretty big world eater.
It's
Yeah.
supposed to be a
they're-
big deal.
Yeah, he is a big deal. So I mean, that took majority of the Avengers to barely win against him in the animated series. So we're going to see how they handle that.
Didn't we also meet Galactus on Ryan Reynolds' version of Your Boy with the Ring?
No.
Green Lantern.
Green
was
Lantern?
not him.
No.
No, that
So-
was who was that?
That's a different universe.
That well,
Okay.
First of all, that's DC to Marvel. That's
Oh
what he
fuck.
means.
Okay,
But,
sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but to answer that question, that was one of the main council people that
Yeah.
tried to use a different style of power that wasn't green.
Okay.
It was
Sorry.
the yellow.
Yeah.
I know in the
No.
Fantastic Four movie, when they still belonged to another company, not Marvel, when Chris Evans was the Human Torch, we had Jessica Alba as Invisible Woman, and then we had someone else as Reed Richards. And that movie, I want to say Fantastic Four 2, the introduction of the Silver Surfer, they didn't call him Galactus, but there was a World Eater that looked like a...
It was
Was
like a
like a-
planet. It was like a black
planet
hole
eating,
thing.
yeah.
It wasn't.
It was like a black hole tornado thing in space that would eat planets, but the Silver Surfer worked for him. I didn't call him... What's up?
What's that, Cybertron?
Cybertron.
I'm not gonna lie, it
Then
looked
one
like,
of the Transformers.
it
that was
looked
very
like
close.
Cybertron, but the Silver Surfer worked for him, and in the comics, Silver Surfer works for Galactus until he can find his way to be his own hero. But yeah, that's a big thing. I want to see how they introduce that, because Marvel, I'm not gonna lie, like we've all said in the past and separately, we need Marvel to kind of get their footing, because they're kind of all over the place. We don't have Avengers. Really, honestly, we don't have Avengers. We kind of have like different projects starting at the same time. We're introducing heroes either through streaming or through movies, but nothing is set in stone. And we need a little bit of stability. We needed like they know, Marvel knows they were stable back in the good old days when we had Cap, Iron Man, Thor.
America's ass.
America's ass. When they had it in the grip of their little fist, that's when they were the most popular. But They're losing it, man.
Wait, it looked like Antonio had something.
What you got for me, Antonio?
No, I was gonna say I don't know if I'm 100% correct. I believe that's because they couldn't use actual Galactus in those movies.
Oh, okay.
Because that was back when Marvel, before the
They-
DC Marvel that we know today existed. I believe that's still when all the properties were split up between different studios, and I don't believe they could use Galactus.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because they were like partially owned, right? Because who owned Fantastic Four? Was it Fox?
That's what I was looking up. I
Fox.
believe it was Fox.
Fox owned Fantastic Four.
It was Fox. Yeah, I know Marvel.
Because I remember the do.
Yes.
Yeah, so I know Marvel bought Fox, which means they own X-Men, Fantastic Four, of course Deadpool. He's a part of the X-Men, but I feel like he's a bit more than just that. We do have a Deadpool movie coming out. I know it's a spoiler, but we all kind of know it at this point. I mean, Ryan Reynolds pretty much confirmed it. We do have Wolverine coming back, and it is your boy, Hugh Jackman!
Oh my god,
The OG,
yes.
the triple OG. The best Wolverine we're ever gonna get in our life. Hugh Jackman is coming back. He was retired, but he said for Ryan he would come back. So it looks like he's coming back as Wolverine. And if you guys haven't seen it, spoiler alert. Let me stop you right there. If you're listening, just kind of skip forward, maybe a couple minutes ahead. They do actually have Hugh Jackman in the most exciting thing I'm ready to see. His original cartoon yellow.
The yellow and blue?
He's yellow
Yep.
and blue
Yep.
Wolverine outfit. It
Yep.
looks so good, and I'm so ready to see it. I know there was, I want to say in Wolverine Origins, when he had to fight a samurai, something like that, the post-credits showed that his partner, she was a kind of Japanese Ronin, she gave him as a gift a suitcase that when he opened it had the original yellow
Yeah.
suit.
But it was just in the briefcase.
Yeah, they never showed it on him, but he had the yellow suit and the helmet of the animated series Wolverine. It looks so good.
Was that like Wolverine Origins?
Yeah, I wanna see Wolverine
No,
Origins.
that wasn't Origin. That was in the, what's the name of it? It was the samurai one. It was where he was, where they went to, I want to say it was Japan.
The
Yeah,
second
it
one?
was. It
no,
was that
it
one.
was the third one.
It was the
Was
third
that
one?
Origins or was that something else?
No, Origins was a different one. That's when he gets shot with the adamantium bullet by Stryker. What's it called? What in the hell was the name of that movie? It was, oh god, I'm gonna
I
find
can't
it.
remember, but I'm excited to see him in it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say any spoilers, but guys, in this podcast, I did see somebody else rocking that yellow suit from a different universe. Don't want to say who it is. I'm gonna leave it at that. There were other characters rocking that yellow suit as Wolverine.
I would
What-
also like to say, coming from Logan, we also have Daphne King coming back as X-23.
That could be possible.
Oh.
If you guys
So-
seen
oh.
Logan, great film. A little bit of a clap for that one. Not
It's
the
actually called The Wolverine. Sorry.
The
not Special.
Wolverine, okay.
It's called The Wolverine.
So clap for that, not the bad kind, but definitely
Jesus.
a great film. Logan, you have to see it. Logan's a little bit older. X-23 is a little bit younger. Great film, good retirement kind of end of story for Logan. I definitely recommend that. There's so much more news I want to talk about, but we're gonna have to wrap it up today. Thank you guys for listening in. We appreciate you. We love you. Check out our Spotify. Check out our Apple Podcasts. Follow us on Instagram. Like, subscribe. We love you guys. Appreciate your time. Come back to the next shift. Peace. All right, familia. Thank you for tuning in and listening. We appreciate you. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. Adios.